actually the real biggest game of the weekend, not the other big game of the weekend that we discussed, but this looks like the real big game of round 25, Liverpool versus Manchester City. In previous seasons, this fixture usually decided, where the title would tilt towards and who would finish first and whatnot. Now there's still a lot, on ground, but maybe not a direct, impact on the title, but still, Victor, who are the favorites to win this game? Hopefully we don't get a biased answer.
Look, both are very evenly matched when you look at their recent form. They have 5 wins each from their respective last 10 games. But Liverpool will always have the Anfield factor when playing City. We all remember 5 years ago, almost to the day, right? City managed a 4-1 win at Anfield, right? Do you know when was the last time before that City won at Anfield in any competition? It was May 2003. Foden and Haaland had not turned yet 3 years old. Cherky was born 3 months after that game. There's a lot at stake, of course, in this game for both sides, but I do see Liverpool as slight favorites. At the very least, I think they're not losing this one.
Interesting. Interesting. Then, Max, how much of an impact do you think this game will have on the title race?
I mean, if City are not winning this game, they're most likely out of the contention, even though they have the head-to-head against Arsenal. But I just don't see them getting back from like 8 or 9 points deficit. So this is a definitely must-win game for City. But actually, I also don't see them winning this for some reasons, especially because of the Liverpool form at home against City. So I'd say it would probably be much more decisive than we expected before.
Interesting. And back to you, Victor. How important is this game to Liverpool's top four hopes?
It's massive, obviously. Look, if both United and Chelsea win, a loss for Liverpool leaves them 4 away from 5th place and 5 points away from 4th. I think Slot has a couple more approachable games after City, but they will need to get as many points as possible on the board in the next month and a half, because after that, at the end of the season, they have a hell of a run. The last 4 are United, Chelsea, Villa, and Brentford. All of those are going to be pushing for Europe by then. I think even Brentford. So yeah, 1 point, even though it's City, I think that's the bare minimum for Liverpool in this match.
Interesting. And back to you, Max. What could this game mean for Manchester City if they win or if they fail to win? Like, tell us both scenarios.
I mean, if they fail to win, already more or less said that they will most likely concede the title. But if they win and Arsenal somehow losing or drawing 1 or 2 games before the head-to-head between teams, then it will definitely heat up. And at the end of the season, we'll have the same heatest run that we've seen like in a couple of years already. Actually, I can't expect if City win this game, they would probably still win the title.
Right. Back to you, Victor. Who are the key players or what are the tactical decisions that could decide this game?
Ekitike versus Guehi will be very interesting, I think. As good as the Englishman is, I don't think he'll be capable of keeping Ekitike quiet for 90. Another interesting one to me is Gakpo against Mateus Nunes. Guardiola will really need to double up on Gakpo, not because he's in fantastic form, which he obviously isn't, but because he's a very smart player who knows how to roam and create space for players around him. So to accommodate Wirtz in those half spaces, Gakpo is going to be crucial. And obviously, Haaland versus Van Dijk and Konate, that's a proper big man battle there. All 3 of them look like they could clear a bar fight, so I'm looking forward to that.
Interesting. Max, your answer to that one as well.
I'd probably add here the head-to-head between Shaki and Wirtz, because both of them are quite attack-minded players, and Shaki had some time for rest in the Newcastle game. He only was up in like 72nd minute or so he was a bit getting time to rest, while Wirtz is in a decent form, especially in latest 1 or 2 months. And I kind of expect them to be main engines for the teams, and probably one of these 2 will decide the result.
Yeah, fair point. And starting with you this time, Victor, what are your bold predictions or score predictions for this game?
BTTS and 2-1 win for Liverpool, at least so I hope. And I'm analyzing a corners angle here, and I think we're getting at least 11 corners.
Ooh, That's a very bold one. 11. Wow. Anyways, Max, what are yours?
For the bold prediction, I'd probably say that Wirtz is going to provide an assist in this game. And for the score, I'd say 3-1 Liverpool.
Mm. I think we're the same on the score prediction, but my bold prediction is that Erling Haaland is not going to get a goal and is also not going to be in my FPL team for this weekend.
Is it a prediction?
He's not going
I
to
think
get a
that's
goal
more
in this
like a
game anyway.
spoiler.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't see Alan getting much joy in this game, to be fair. I think if City are to do anything, it's going to come from Cherky or the attackers from the flanks, or maybe it's the menu, Cherky, maybe even from the middle of the park, but I don't see Alan getting much joy, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll wait and see what exactly happens on the pitch, because football is played on the pitch, of course. And on that note, we're asking our viewers to join us in the conversation. Liverpool versus Manchester City. Will Liverpool stop City from chasing Arsenal further, or will City just rise to the occasion once again and get a big result at Anfield? Tell us what you think in the comment section below.